Hey everyone, and welcome back. It's time for another deep dive.
Mhm.
And today we're tackling a topic that I know a lot of people are searching for information on. Natural approaches to erectile dysfunction. Now, before we get into it, we always want to emphasize that this is for informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for personalized medical advice. So always consult with a healthcare professional to determine the best course of treatment for your individual needs.
Absolutely.
But we're going to dive into some really fascinating research today. We've got a whole stack of studies,
Yeah, gee,
articles, and expert opinions to unpack
a whole range of different approaches.
and explore the world of natural approaches to erectile dysfunction. So get ready to discover how lifestyle changes, diet, even some interesting supplements might make a difference.
Yeah.
Let's jump right in.
So one of the most striking things that emerges from all this research is the connection between your overall health and erectile function. It's not just about one isolated aspect. It's really about your whole well-being.
So it's like a holistic.
Holistic,
Yeah.
exact.
Okay. And that makes me think about diet
hmm
because the research really emphasizes a balanced diet, fruits, veggies, lean proteins,
All the good stuff.
all that good stuff. But how does that tie into erectile function?
Well, think of your arteries like highways for blood flow. And a balanced diet keeps those highways clear, and robust blood flow is, well, essential for erections.
Okay.
For example, research from the University of East Anglia found that men who consume a diet rich in flavonoid-rich foods, things like berries, citrus fruits, and red wine, experienced a 10% lower risk of erectile dysfunction over a 10-year period.
Wow, 10%, that's no joke.
That's a pretty significant improvement.
That's what we're talking about antioxidants here, right?
Exactly.
The research mentioned those specifically.
Antioxidants, they help protect your blood vessels from damage. And there's another study that caught my eye. Researchers from the University of California found that men who regularly consumed dark chocolate,
Oh, dark chocolate.
rich in those flavonoid antioxidants, had improved blood flow compared to those who didn't. Of course, moderation is key with chocolate.
Right, moderation in all things, especially chocolate.
Especially cha.
Now, beyond the delicious world of antioxidants, the research also mentions omega-3 fatty acids. Those are found in fish like salmon, right?
Yes, omega-3s are superstars. When it comes to heart health and circulation, they help reduce inflammation and improve blood flow, which can benefit erectile function.
Got it. So
Mhm.
a healthy diet is like laying the foundation. Now let's talk about building up some momentum. Exercise, I've always heard it's good for you. But how does it relate to erectile function specifically?
Well, different types of exercise offer unique benefits.
Mhm.
Aerobic exercise, like brisk walking or swimming, strengthens your heart, improves blood flow. And a study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that men who engaged in regular aerobic exercise had a significantly lower risk of developing erectile dysfunction.
So a healthier heart equals a healthier everything.
Pretty much.
What about strength training?
Strength training can boost testosterone levels, which is a key hormone for male sexual health. And a study from Harvard found that men who engaged in regular weightlifting experienced a modest increase in testosterone levels.
Interesting. Okay. So we've got cardio and weights. The research also mentions something called Kegel exercises. What are those exactly?
Kegel exercises strengthen your pelvic floor muscles, which are the muscles that support your bladder, and bowel control.
Oh, well.
And guess what? These muscles also play a role in erectile function.
Okay, now this is intriguing. I never knew that. How do those muscles affect things?
Think of it this way. Stronger pelvic floor muscles can help you maintain erections and even delay ejaculation. These exercises are like a secret weapon for enhancing your control and stamina.
Got it. So it's a whole body approach working from the inside out.
Yeah.
Now, we've talked about diet and exercise, but I know weight and stress can play a role in overall health too.
Oh, absolutely.
What does the research say about those?
These are important factors to consider. Carrying excess weight can strain your cardiovascular system, decrease blood flow. Plus, being overweight can contribute to hormonal imbalances, which can affect erectile function.
So maintaining a healthy weight is kind of like
Hmm.
removing roadblocks
Mm-hmm.
to better blood flow.
Exactly.
And what about stress? It seems like everyone is stressed these days.
Stress is a silent killer, and it can definitely impact erectile function. When you're stressed, your body releases hormones like cortisol, which can constrict blood vessels and make it harder to achieve an erection.
So it's almost like stress slams on the brakes when it comes to blood flow.
You could say that.
What can someone do to combat stress? I imagine there are a ton of different techniques out there.
Absolutely. I had a patient who struggled with ED primarily due to work-related stress. And we incorporated mindfulness techniques into his routine, like deep breathing, exercises, and short meditations. And after a few months, he reported significant improvements in both his stress levels and his erectile function.
That's great to hear. Okay, so we've covered diet, exercise, weight management, and stress reduction. Are we missing anything?
Let's see, we've got diet, exercise, weight management, stress.
Right, sleep.
Sleep, yes. Sleep is often overlooked, but it's crucial for hormone regulation. When you don't get enough sleep, your testosterone levels can dip, which can impact your libido and erectile function.
So getting enough sleep is like giving your body a chance to recharge and reset.
Exactly.
And what about hydration? I know we need to drink plenty of water, but how does that affect this?
Hydration is essential for overall health, including sexual health. Think of it this way. Sufficient water intake ensures your blood volume is adequate, which helps maintain healthy blood flow throughout your body, including to those all-important areas.
Okay, this is all making sense. But I've heard a lot about herbal supplements and their potential role in addressing ED. The research mentioned a few different ones. What stood out to you?
While supplements can be part of the conversation, it's crucial to approach them with caution and always consult with your doctor.
Of course, safety first.
Some supplements show promise in research, but their effectiveness can vary.
Okay, so let's dive into some specifics. The research mentioned Panax ginseng. What's the deal with that one?
Panax ginseng is often called a natural aphrodisiac. Some studies suggest it might improve erectile function by increasing nitric oxide production, which, as we've discussed, helps relax blood vessels and improve blood flow.
That makes sense. Now, I've heard of L-arginine. What can you tell me about that?
L-arginine is an amino acid that's naturally produced by your body and plays a role in various functions, including blood flow. It's a precursor to nitric oxide, meaning your body converts it into nitric oxide. So taking L-arginine supplements could potentially enhance this process and improve blood flow.
Interesting. So it's like giving your body a boost in its natural nitric oxide production.
Exactly.
What about yohimbine? I know that one's been around for a while.
Yohimbine comes from the bark of an African tree and has been traditionally used for ED. Some studies suggest it might help improve blood flow and nerve impulses to the penis. However, it's essential to be aware that yohimbine can have potential side effects, especially when taken in high doses or by people with certain health conditions. That's why talking to your doctor is crucial.
Got it. So definitely not one to experiment with on your own. Now, the research also mentioned horny goatweed. Is that as potent as it sounds?
Horny goatweed is another one, with a long history in traditional Chinese medicine for boosting libido and sexual function. It contains a compound called icarinine, which might work in a way similar to medications prescribed for ED. However, more research is needed to confirm its effectiveness and safety.
Okay. So it's a fascinating world of potential solutions.
Yeah.
But definitely one to navigate with a doctor's guidance.
Absolutely.
Now, shifting gears a bit, I'm curious about the mental and emotional side of ED. It seems like those would play a role too.
You're absolutely right. Mental and emotional well-being are intricately connected to sexual health. The research even explored acupuncture as a potential approach.
Oh, interesting.
It's thought that acupuncture may help improve circulation and reduce stress, which can indirectly benefit erectile function.
That's fascinating. It's like addressing the issue from multiple angles.
Yeah.
What about conditions like anxiety and depression? I imagine those could have a big impact.
Mental health plays a huge role. Depression, anxiety, and even low self-esteem can contribute to ED. It can become a vicious cycle where ED leads to anxiety, and anxiety worsens ED. Seeking professional help from a therapist or counselor to address these underlying factors is often a critical step.
It's all connected, isn't it?
It really is.
Mind and body working together.
Yeah.
And while we're talking about taking care of yourself, the research also mentioned lifestyle choices, like smoking and alcohol consumption.
Right. Smoking damages your blood vessels, reduces blood flow, which is a recipe for disaster when it comes to erectile function. Excessive alcohol consumption can also interfere with nerve signals and hormone production, leading to temporary or long-term erectile difficulties.
So it really comes back to those healthy habits we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
It's about taking care of your body and mind to support overall well-being, which includes sexual health.
Exactly. And remember, embracing these natural approaches is a journey, not a quick fix. Results can vary from person to person, and it takes time to see lasting changes. It's about making sustainable lifestyle changes that support your long-term health goals.
That's a great point. So we've covered a lot of ground today.
Yeah.
From diet and exercise to the power of sleep and the potential of supplements, we've even explored the mental and emotional aspects of ED and the importance of seeking professional guidance.
I hope this deep dive has provided you with valuable insights and empowers you to take charge of your health journey. Remember, you're not alone, and there are many resources available to support you.
And as you continue exploring this topic, I'll leave you with this thought. Beyond the physical aspects of addressing ED, what steps can you take today to nurture your mental and emotional well-being for a more fulfilling life overall? Keep diving, and we'll see you on the next deep dive.
See you next time.